So my name is Ety Muyaya. So I've been working with GeoAF there is now about 6 years since 2014, and I've been working as a director. My favorite part was when I was welcoming this kid here. So it was like I was proud of myself and proud of GeoAF team, so all GeoAF team, because we was able to give to those kids home, an area where they can live, like in community, like in kind of a family. So that's my favorite part of this job. So the difference between regular orphanage and the Bolingo village is this: in a regular orphanage, there is no people, kids are sharing bed, are sharing everything, and there is not enough space for children, and there is not enough food for children. So the children are fighting for one toy. So there is no enough employee who can take care of children, who can give them love, and who can assist them. Kids are sharing bed, are sharing space, are sharing food, are sharing toy. Sometimes there is not enough for them, and they miss healthcare. They don't go to school because there is no someone who can provide for their school. So the difference is simple. In Bolingo village, we put kids in home. We give them home. We build home. We give them a house with a foster care mom inside. They can take care of them like they are growing up in a family. And we are building a community. Those kids can have access to healthcare because we have a clinic here, and we are taking care of their education. We pay school for them. That is the main difference between Bolingo village and orphanages, regular orphanages in DRC. Here we take care of kids in a different way because we are trying to build a community. We are trying to build a big family. They can be, they can live inside of house, inside of home with a foster care mom who can give them love and more attention. So US is a developed country. DRC is a poor country. That is the main difference. In US, you guys have roads, have hospital, have schools, you have social security, you have you are really organized. But here, DRC is not really organized. There is starvation. People doesn't have access to healthcare. People doesn't have access to school, to education. People doesn't have access to job, which makes every lot of people to abandon kids. That is the reason why there is a lot of abandoned kid and orphan. So that is the big difference between DRC and America. In the beginning, GeoAF start with Pebble project. They was working with Pebble project. We was fighting against malnutrition, working with orphanages, trying to provide them uh, food and plant peanuts and some healthcare to help kids to be healthy. But at certain time, that Pebble project was working very well. But the point was, these kids didn't have home, didn't have access to school, didn't have access to healthcare. That's why GOF moved to build this village to help those kids to live in the community, to have access to education, healthcare, and to grow up in kind of community. GOF is really special. It's very special because GOF changed lives of many orphans here in DRC. So kids who are living in Bolingo village, they are not living like kids who are living in an orphanage. They are living like kids who are living in a community. Every house here or every home has about 8 children with one mama. So they're living like in a regular home with a mom who can take care of them. They grow up like in a family. That is a big, I think that is a big chance. That's something very great, which make Global Foundation very special. The other thing that's make Global Orphan Foundation very special, it's because they give to those kids the chance to get to be educated, to go to school, to to be in touch with other kids like normal kids. Kids who are living here in the bowling village, they are living like normal kids. They don't feel orphan. They feel like they are living in a family and they have access to education. And when they are sick, they can have easy access to healthcare because there is a clinic in Global Foundation in Bolingo Village. There is a big clinic. We have nurse, we have doctors, we have lab technician. I mean, that is the big gift that GOF give to orphan, and it's make GOF very, very special for me, and I think for everybody who are living in this village, also for people who are living around this village, because the clinic is not only for kids who are living inside of the village, it's also for people who are living outside of this village. They can have access to healthcare too.